Joe Haden is to sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers on a 3-year deal worth $27 million with a $7 million being guaranteed or a $7 million signing bonus, however you want to call it. Now, one of the weakest parts of the Pittsburgh Steelers is cornerback. I really feel as if that they haven't found a decent corner since Ike Taylor, and Joe Haden could fill in that role. Now, obviously, when it comes to the Steelers, I think that they're going to have to step their pass rush up. I think it's about getting sacks right there. And with Joe Haden, yeah, sure, he can make a pick here. I'm not so sure about his tackling. However, I think about this is a good signing, much-needed signing, simply because that cornerback at depth is not too great with the quality of the players there. Now, when it comes to Joe Haden, I definitely think that he helps because the Steelers are just a zone defense. For some reason, they just cannot play man defense for their lives. And so bringing Joe Haden, he would be very good. He has a very good cone drill, very good like 20-yard shuttle, that kind of stuff that's good for man coverage to be agile, be quick about these things. He's not the fastest guy in the world. He runs like a 4.57, which is almost a 4.6 if you round up, which is not that fast for a cornerback. See, Richard Sherman isn't considered fast for a cornerback, yet he runs a 4.5. So if you look at that, he's just simply not fast. But it's not all about speed. It's really about his quickness right there. Now, at one point, I considered Joe Haden a top 4 cornerback in the league. And that was in 2014. That's when Darrelle Revis could still move, and that's when Vontae Davis was much better. He isn't as good as he was in 2014. However, I still think he's a good cornerback to have on that roster. So Joe Haden obviously makes an impact. Now, I did make a video on Joe Haden on the fact that I think he was going to be traded, about how they were aggressively pursuing the trade. I also give trade partners. The reason why I didn't put the Steelers down was because they were division rivals. So I didn't think that, why would you trade Joe Haden, one of your players, he was at one point a star player, to your most hated rival and to one of the most hated football teams in all of sports, or all throughout the world. I don't think a lot of people like the Steelers either. They might have a very big fan base, but that's compared to all the other NFL fans. But there's also plenty of 31 other teams that really just don't care what happens to them simply. And that's just how it works. And I just feel as if when you look at Joe Haden, he does this really good with the Steelers, and the Steelers have a legit shot. James Harrison, even though how old he is, he can still produce. He can still get pressures. Ryan Shazier, he should be developing a little bit quicker. You got that guy right there. He can bring that in. And obviously, they love the blitz and all, and maybe the safeties and cornerbacks need to get more sacks. I know it sounds weird. However, you need to get more pressure just to get there. And the Steelers are the one team that will always blitz with the quarterback or the safety or whatever. And I really want to see how Joe Haden does, maybe blitzing as a cornerback. They usually do it with the safeties. Similar to most teams, rarely blitz with the cornerback every once in a while, and they usually only do it against backcourts, but the Steelers do it to all quarterbacks in the league, no matter who the competition is. But overall, Joe Haden is a good signing. And if you want to check on the video, just for nostalgia and see how I thought that Joe Haden was going to be traded and see how I was wrong, if you want to click on that, links in the description. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace.